Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So people are going to be like, do the Lost. Unlock the Lost, do the Lost. I'm going to do that. But what I'm thinking is, you know, spoilers. There will be spoilers in this episode. I'm not going to do it in this video because I think doing that is not really conducive to video form. What I'll probably do is set up a stream sometime in the near future and try to unlock it and maybe export the successful attempt to YouTube. But I don't want to do, like, videos where I grind out, like, you know, it might take me 10 iterations to actually get this to work. So I'm just going to do some random normal runs for a while to have some fun with the game, grind out those items that we need to unlock. I got to play the crap out of the donation machine. We got Isaac. Can't be mad at me for that one. HKTV. B7 PC. So one of the things, like one of the most obvious ways, ooh, tough love. One of the most obvious ways for us to unlock new stuff beyond donating, which is something that I'm going to definitely pay close attention to, is for us to get a Book of Revelations. That's going to be one of the rules that I'm going to set for myself. Even if it kills me or makes my run a lot worse in the process, getting an early Book of Revelations is something that I need to do. Because we don't have any of the Cubes of Meat or Bandage Girl items unlocked, which is absurd. I don't know what other items we're missing. It can't be that many at this point. We've done all the challenges. I know there is there's one kind of overarching item that you probably get for unlocking some stuff with the Lost, but again, like I was thinking about it and I'm like, am I really gonna do a video? Here's the spoilers if you want to know how to unlock the Lost. Am I really gonna do a if you don't, you should turn back now. Am I really gonna do a series of videos where I just try to die to specific enemies? Like, it seems like the kind of thing that's more well suited to something like streaming content where, you know, you're not necessarily super likely to be able to put together a coherent piece of video from it. I might be mistaken, but that's my hunch, and that's why I'm gonna be doing it this way. And I hope that people are understanding of that. Hey, second secret room right off the bat is pretty lucky, except it was bad. But I'm going to blow it up because who knows what kind of consumables we can get out of it. Yeah, more than we started with for sure. And we'll be heading down to the next floor right after we fight our first boss, who is Famine. Okay, the heat is on. We didn't get Book of Revelations yet, but this is pretty lucky. And a single cube of meat could give us the chance. We only need to get a 3rd level Meat Boy in order to get a new item or a new secret unlocked, but man, if we got 3rd level Meat Boy and we didn't get to 4th level Meat Boy, I would feel pretty sad about the missed opportunity there, because who knows when it'll happen again. I know Kate has gotten 4th level Meat Boy twice. Just blows my mind. I have only gotten 2nd level Meat Boy or Bandage like once. Maybe a little bit more than once, but it does seem exceptionally rare. It was a little bit easier in vanilla because it really seemed like Famine was the first boss, like, maybe in the first floor of bosses, like 80% of the time. It seemed extremely rare to not fight Famine. I'm gonna try for maybe a tarot card or a rune, okay. Burkano rune, it's not great. You know what, we might as well take this opportunity with the Lover's card here and just pop that down on the ground. We'll walk over these twice. Okay, we might even do 3 times just to try. But I'm not going to do much more than that. The Burkano rune is not one of the marquee runes in the game. It gives you 3 friendly spiders and 3 friendly flies. Not that substantial, but did we get our money's worth out of that bomb? Not really. But when I saw the rune and the tarot card, I was like, oh, we just got paid. But it turns out we actually didn't really get that much value here, and that's okay. So an arcade is something that intrigues me a great deal. I hate this room, so I'm going to try to get some flies in here to take out the Mullaboons as quickly as possible. Thank you. I know they're called Mullaboons because I've been looking into how to unlock the Lost. Anyway, we're going to definitely try to play that blood bank because I would love to get enough money to get into the shop and maybe pick up a Book of Revelations, of course. I don't know if the Book of Revelations is still in the shop. It's certainly in libraries. Well, that's a lucky drop for us, considering what I just said. It's certainly in libraries, which is like the most obvious sentence I've probably ever said about The Binding of Isaac. Book X is in library. Well, it's either that or you can pick it up on the Kindle. A bomb would be nice here, and there it is. Thank you very much, game. Still getting acclimated to normal mode here, and the fact that consumables actually drop. Although now that I think about it, the recent patch notes, or the recent patch itself, I guess, changed it so that more consumables do drop. Except for red hearts, which, you know, probably deservedly don't drop very much. Before I fight the boss, I know normally I'm a big advocate of fighting the boss as soon as is possible, but I'm going to take this opportunity to do a little bit of exploration. I would like to get to the item room first. We're only going to get one reroll on this floor anyway. I will go open up that golden chest now that we have 3 keys, which gives us enough to open up the shop and the item room on this floor. Tarot card is the Fool. Could use it to teleport out of the curse room is probably the best conceivable usage of it. For right now, at least. Obviously, yeah, so we saved it for the very, very late game, maybe boss rush. But I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself to get the boss rush. You know, I just want to do the best job possible with what we got here. Stem cells is an acceptable pickup. And I think, well, we're going to definitely be able to gamble enough to go in here. So we might as well take a look and see what we've got ahead of us. I don't love any of these items, but what we can do is pick up the Spirit Heart half price. And that'll give us the opportunity to either go to this curse room, which we could then Fool a card out of, or we could instead fight the boss and then go to the curse room with it, which seems like a no-brainer, better choice for me. And we get the shovel. So the shovel's not great. There is a chance it could give me a black market, though. So let's see if this has a ladder. It does, which means I can go down and maybe get a free item here. We got free little chub. That was well worth it. Now, I would love to be able to reroll the shovel. But at the very least, secret room containing effectively little chub is pretty good. We'll see if we get anything on our deal with the devil that is, you know, conducive to being rerolled. If we get a lot of familiars or something like that, we're probably going to say that's not a great idea. That was a really good turn of events. That doesn't happen altogether that often, so I'm pretty pleased about that. This has been a really interesting run for, like, not exploits, but, like, checking out some of the new mechanics in Rebirth. And I know, you know, we're a couple months, well, like a month and a bit away, or further on from release here. And they're not really new mechanics anymore. But, you know, I still have a tendency to play very vanilla-ish when I play. So I think it's kind of cool that we got a chance to see something a little bit different this time. Yeah, I'm trying to ensure that I can get Little Chub to sneak in there and do damage, because that's really my most potent thing, along with Tough Love right now. The Haunt, you know, he's the boss where previously thought he was just, like, goddamn impossible. He's still tough. Ah, that was bad. Didn't lose any red hearts, though. That was already lost. We might want to reroll that range upgrade, but in here we have Mom's Knife, which I am going to pick up. Much to the chagrin of people watching at home, I'm sure. That's okay. We got to do what we got to do to give ourselves the best chance possible. I think we take the range upgrade and reroll the shovel item, just because if there's any items I haven't gotten, there's a pretty high probability that they're in secret rooms. I don't go here that often. So Mystery Sack is probably not that item, but I'll take it anyway. Probably could have bought a battery, but, you know, I'm playing a few different games here. You know, I want to get enough money to go to the shop and buy items in there as well. So we picked up a half Spirit Heart total there. There is a donation machine. It's getting my guilt fired up, I'll give you that. Child's Heart is an acceptable trinket, I think. And there's a little bit of money. I'm so tempted to donate, but I actually don't think, and I've talked about this with Nick. Nick is of the opposite opinion, but he seems to think that the later you wait to donate on a donation machine, the faster it's likely... We'll go back to the blood bank, because I'm doing my due diligence here. The faster it's likely to break. I don't agree with that assessment of events. Not because I haven't seen it happen, but just because it's anecdotal. So I'm inclined to just sort of sit and... you know, play a wait-and-see approach, and we'll wait and see if that's how things work out. Like, I don't want to gamble now, because, again, if we get a Book of Revelations in our next shop or something like that, I would love to be able to pick it up and have a very good chance of getting Meat Boy or Bandage Girl. Full stop. Let's move on here. Curse of the Unknown is relatively meaningless. We're doing fine on HP. Well, all we're going to really worry about is keeping as much of it alive as possible and getting consumables. It feels bad to complain about not having keys after, you know, playing old hard mode for so long, but, you know, it is true. You need keys on normal mode as well. They're likely to show up. Sometimes they don't, though. Tears Downgrade's not the worst item in the world when you have Mom's Knife. It's obviously worse than you would like, but that's okay. This is like a textbook vanilla-esque run from an item standpoint right now. I'm liking what we've got going on. We're doing a lot of damage. Picking up Mom's Knife this early. You know what? I'm not going to go to the item room until our D6 is ready. Probably roll a Liberty Cab instead. Yeah, I'm not going to do that until the D6 is ready. Just in case we had an exact situation like this come up where I might want to fight the boss first just because the rerolls line up. But getting Mom's Knife this early typically means that there's a very, very good chance that I'll be able to get deals with the devil roughly whenever I want for the remainder of the game. Fighting the Husk, who is very easy. What I mean by that is, you know, good luck doing red heart damage to us at this point when you're the Husk. No deal with the devil. We'll take our HP upgrade. And we'll check out our shop. We have 13 cents, which puts us conceivably in the range where we could buy something from the shop. We have Mom's Key. Mom's Key, I think, is a great item. Especially if you go to the dark room, but either way, it typically pays for itself, so I'm not going to reroll that. Instead, I will come back here and open up our item room. Inside of our item room, we get Ghost Baby, which is rerollable. Notched Axe sucks really badly. But it's not like we're missing out on a lot by not having Ghost Baby. Ghost Baby, I've gone on record as saying it's probably my least favorite familiar in the game, but I realize that, like, that might not make any sense. Like, it's possible, because they're not that good, I don't know the delineations between, like, Ghost Baby, Brother Bobby, Sister Maggie, etc., etc. It's possible Ghost Baby actually does more damage or equal damage to Brother Bobby, and then is actually better because of the spectral tiers, pretty much just giving an objective improvement, but, you know, whatever, basically. I wouldn't say I'm more likely to take Brother Bobby than Ghost Baby, I just, in my head, I'm like, I like it more, I guess. For now, though. Very easy rooms. Not quite in Mom's Key territory, but we should be able to find the secret room. That was just not very good damage on my part. And there's our 15th cent, but we will still look for the secret room. You never know what kind of beautiful bounties we can get in there. And the last one, we got a black market that gave us Little Chub as a non-trivial item. I wonder if we could put it like here. Whoa, that wasn't even the secret room. Okay, well, we'll buy Mom's Key, and then we're just gonna go. That's gonna be the end of this floor, but it was okay. So far, so good on the donations. That's good. We got 3 keys now. Yeah. We can't do anything with the Notched Axe. Time to go. We got an HP upgrade on this floor, and Mom's Key. Mom's Key is good. The HP upgrade is, you know, it is what it is. And we still got enough HP to... And the composition of HP that pretty much guarantees us a deal with the devil. Lucky run so far. I'm not going to dispute that. I do hope that maybe we just find a random blood bank. I don't think we can get an arcade on this floor. A random blood bank would be a little bit of a godsend, so we can get our money situation back under control. And it looks like we're going to start wasting these 6 charges pretty soon here. Well, if there is a benevolent god in the universe, show yourself. Interesting. It's good to have it, but if there is a benevolent god in the universe, show yourself by granting us pestilence right here. That's not good. That's a sentence you probably would not hear in religious studies classrooms or studies of religion itself, which is subtly different. God, if you're there, grant a pestilence upon us. Kill us all with disease, please no. But... right here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to fight pestilence, maybe get a 2nd level Meat Boy. I'm gonna keep the hope alive, even though I know... that sucks. Even though I know in my my heart of hearts, the odds of us actually getting pestilence here are, you know, probably like 1 in 8. It's not impossible. It's not too freaking likely. I'll tell you what, I'll probably end up taking Holy Mantle, because this is one of the best items in the game, full stop, bar none. Full stop is not my new phrase. I don't know why I'm using it all the time. Makes it free to go into curse rooms. It's almost unfathomable that we'll take damage on any rooms until we get a little bit further into the game at this point as well. It's just too good. And we should also have a very likely chance of getting a deal with the devil on this floor. Maybe 100%. Close to 100% at least. Alright, I like this. We needed money. There's a I wanted to call it a counterfeit poop. You are not real feces, my friend. We are going to take counterfeit penny, just because the money has been kind of a sore spot for us thus far. Picked up another key. Well, this is one of those situations in which you kind of hope to be fighting greed, I guess. That's okay, though. Let's see who our boss is first. The Fallen. This is beautiful. Anytime you can get a double deal with the devil situation set up, life's good. Digitally yours. Took some damage. Range on Mom's Knife is the only mild sore spot in this right now. That's alright. This is my first rodeo. Did a very good job. Brimstone Mom's Knife is so good. I've got to go with it. So this should give us knives that, like, you know, shoot out in a wave. I love that. Then we'll take Guppy's 9 lives. 9 lives Guppy here. Because that'll then allow us to take the collar without dying. And then we'll reroll Brother Bobby into Wooden Spoon, which I picked up accidentally, but to be honest with you, I could use a speed upgrade. Yeah, I mean, obviously our HP sucks now, but we are 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. We got a Holy Mantle, we've got Mom's Knife Brimstone. It's a pretty okay situation, all things considered. We also now can, oh, careful. Can go to our boss trap room, which would be nice. I should have gone down for that other battery and then rerolled the spoon again. I thought it would have given us another deal with the devil, though. Yeah, we'll open it. Well, you know, too bad we don't have Dark Bum, which does not suck since recent patches. There's still some people out there who think Dark Bum sucks since the recent patches. It doesn't. It's real nice still. There was somebody who did like a mathematical analysis on the subreddit, anecdotally, but at least mathematically as well, through their own experience. And they'd picked up something like 80% good stuff, like 75%, or 70% of the time it dropped like a Spirit Heart, like the time, like its normal payout. And then something like 15% of the time it dropped a friendly spider, and then the other times it dropped an unfriendly spider. So like 1 in 4 payouts. It's still quite good. Sure, you know, half-price red candle's pretty sweet. Oh well. Down to the next floor. HP, a little bit of a sore spot, but if we become Guppy, get Brimstone and Mom's Knife, what can I say, right? Somebody up there is smiling down on me right now. Okay, this was not the right way to handle that. Forgot you gotta go into a new room to kind of reset Holy Mantle right off the bat, which is silly, but the way it works. Okay, pills, no Guppy items. I was like 80% convinced that we'd get Guppy items there. Do have to admit, I'm disappointed we didn't fight the Fallen. Shit happens. 4? Just 3, okay. That's not bad. And we'll probably avoid these Tears downgrade pills, but we'll take this one. Health up. Alright, I mean, that's acceptable. We want permanent Polaroid invincibility, but it's not the end of the world if we just ignore picking up red hearts for now. It should be fine. Not that we gain any benefit from it immediately. This is the way to fight envy, man. This is like flying first class, which I would not know because I've never actually done it. Maybe I did. I can't remember. If I have... There was like a flight to... I was flying to Korea to start teaching English there. That was like 4 years ago now. Wow. Time flies. And I had to fly from Toronto to Chicago first, then Chicago to Seoul. And they're like, on the Toronto to Chicago flight, which is like an hour and 45 minutes, they're like, we've got an extra seat in first class if anybody wants it. And I think I put up my hand, but somebody else, you know, got to it a little first. They were a little taller than me, so they had, you know, a little bit of extra leverage when it came to being visible. And it was just like a seat in the front of the plane. Like, the flight was so short, they didn't even offer, like, well, obviously not meal service, but, like, I don't even think they came around to, like, give people drinks. So he just got to sit at the front of the plane, which, at the time, I was like, sucker. You know, he blew his first-class wad on that bullshit when I see people in first class on, like, long flights that are getting, you know, like, lay-down beds and stuff like that. But then I realized when we got to our destination, and it took people, you know, an hour and a half to take their overhead luggage down from the compartments, that he actually had the greatest seat of all because he was able to get off the plane in under 137 hours, which was nice. Now, we're gonna just explode you, maybe. Don't worry about that too much. Extra keys are nice, but we don't need them. You know what? I'll take Sad Bombs, because Sad Bombs gives us bombs, which is nice, but also, I want to see what they do with Brimstone and Mom's Knife. Nothing. Wow, that's more of a disappointment than I expected. Come on, just give us some money here, because we've got Counterfeit Penny. Money goes a long way for us. I see it down there, by the way. Well, nothing special in here, sadly. We could reroll everything, and if it was still bad, we can get a battery and reroll everything. But honestly, I think I'll try to get Pandora's Box, because Pandora's Box... Oh, where'd you come from? Pandora's Box works best on odd-numbered floors. If you haven't noticed, we're on an odd-numbered floor right now. I think. Where's our last gentleman over here? Ah, there you are. I am a little concerned about my HP. Look, I can't tell a lie there. Let's see what we got with Pandora's Box going on here. The cool thing about Pandora's Box is that if it sucks... Oh, it just gave me Spirit Hearts this time. Maybe it's best on odd-numbered floors. Or, sorry, even-numbered floors, and I made a mistake there. But hey, honestly, that much for those Spirit Hearts is not always a great trade, but I think is pretty sweet for us in our, you know, present situation. Considering our HP is so low. And if we can just get a deal with the devil on this floor, that'd be sweet as well. Counterfeit Penny's still more valuable for us. Almost no questions asked. We shouldn't have any risk of losing this run. It's just because our HP is a little bit wild right now. Mask of Infamy. Well, you know, kiss your guppy dreams goodbye, unfortunately. Yeah, as if Mom's Knife wasn't already good enough for fighting Mask of Infamy. How about we shoot knives, like, from afar? I'm going to take Latchkey. I like the keys. I like extra consumable drops. Correct me if I'm wrong, and this is what I mean. Maybe I am, but should I be re-rolling boss drops to try to get cubes of meat? Super Meat Boy experts out there, please let me know. I would like to know. You know what? Yeah, we'll do this. I used to think golden keys, which we don't have right now, but I used to think golden keys were relatively useless for helping with key beggars, but they're not, because they have a tendency to pay out with so many, come on. Come on. They have a tendency to pay out with so many golden chests that it can be very worth it. Well, I spent 8 keys and I got 3 friendly spiders and a hematomesis pill. But I had to try. In my opinion, I had to try there. Why not, right? Live a little. We're already having such an incredible run. I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I can't risk anything. I've only got Mom's Knife and Brimstone. Well, we got lucky, found our secret room, picked up what'll end up being a decent amount of money. I'm not going to buy a key because I would rather just see if we can get a key on the next floor and then still have enough money to make our shop worthwhile, although inevitably we're going to end up fighting greed. Boss rush room is not going to happen, which is a little unfortunate for my tastes. I'll admit I like boss rush room. We're pretty powerful right now. But the Guppy Dream is alive and well. Even if we don't get it, we have Mom's Knife, Brimstone, and a Holy Mantle, which is... If you were to ask me what the top 3 items in the whole game were, there is a chance that I would list them. I'm not sure if they'd be in that order. I had Holy Mantle. I shouldn't have been so nervous there. I've been debating in my head, what's better? Mom's Knife, Brimstone, Mom's Knife, Brimstone. I think that, you know, Mom's Knife does more damage. Brimstone has more killing potential on a lot of rooms because of its range and the fact that it, you know, can hit so many enemies. And you can move, and your shot will move with you, which is actually something a lot of people don't think about, but is a huge benefit to having Brimstone. Whereas with Mom's Knife, I mean, you can do that, but only if you've got it at melee. Otherwise, it just kind of... I mean, it comes back in whatever direction you're facing, but it's not the same. We all know that. Consumables have worked out very nicely for us here. Can't do that. I think I would probably give the edge to Brimstone. You know, they cost the same on deals with the devil. It is close, though. So this is missing no. I've had it before. I don't like it. Or was that I'm sorry, that was unknown. Unknown gives you a chance to teleport to the error room, which is actually really good on the chest. And now I've forsaken it and I feel kind of bad. I don't have an excuse except that I had a bad experience on stream recently with Missing No, which is a similar item. And people got mad because it, like, basically ruined my chances of winning on a run where I already had some cool stuff going on. But that's okay. You know, I don't hold that against the item. I'll probably use it in the future. Not necessary on this run, it looks like. Hey, free pentagram. You know, I am tempted to reroll this, I'll admit. Pentagram is very good, but this might represent one of our last chances of becoming Guppy. I don't think it will, though. I have faith. And extra damage is always good, especially, you know, when you're shooting out like 15 Mom's Knives every time you shoot. That seems pretty nice. Dude, like, what do you think's gonna happen here? Yeah, best case scenario, you break my shield. So, okay, I realize I can't be trusted with left hand. But I'm going to take it. No, Northern Lion, what are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna take it because I want to become Guppy. This is like a carbon copy of every conversation I've ever had regarding left hand. But I mean it sincerely. I'm going to drop it. Don't forget to drop it. Even though you're gonna be like moving quickly, don't forget to drop it. Very important that I don't forget to drop the left hand here for once. This is pretty good. Yeah, acceptable. Boss room. Would like to, but we've got to go to our item room first. I can see forever. It helps out. I'm not sure if this is a consequence of having the D6 be worse in Rebirth, or if it's just a consequence of getting, like, such overpowered items. But I find myself not using the D6 as much. But I guess that's, you know... It's like someone got Mom's Knife and Brimstone on their first run, and they're like, this game's pretty easy. And they only had to beat Mom. They're like, wow, I don't know what everyone's complaining about. This game's pretty easy, actually. Not that Rebirth is necessarily hard if you're you know, someone who's played a lot of Isaac in the past, but, you know, it's a tricky game for new players, for sure. No blood banks. This is our donation attempt, if nothing else. Yeah, you know what? I would rather have more donate. I would rather have the blue map than anything else right now. I think we'll buy this just so we have an excuse to kind of double our keys right away. I know there's another secret room awaiting, but if I'm not going to be able to donate, who cares? That, people will say, hey, you know, that's how you know Nick's right, you know? When you donated the last possible opportunity, it blew up in one hit. Nick may be right. But that, you know, correlation is not necessarily equal causation, my friends, you know? You gotta, especially if you're gonna become a lawmaker at some point in your life, you gotta learn the difference there. I like to take the Polaroid here, because I prefer to go to the chest in the dark room, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Curse of the Labyrinth means no good deal with the devil, which is extremely disappointing for me. It means I won't have a very good chance of becoming Guppy, sadly. But the cache is out of control. That is not... It's gotta be one over here, then. Yeah, if I can... It's Curse of the Labyrinth, so if I can skip as much of the floor as possible, I would love to, especially knowing that the only thing that would actually give me my Guppy dream is a curse room. We can get a curse room later, or these red chests randomly, of course. Alright, another Spirit Heart. I'm a little frightened about these guys. They did change the AI in that patch to make the teleportation directly under you less likely, which is sweet. I have to apologize, by the way. When I recorded the first video after the patch, it was before people had really gone through the patch notes and been like, you know, here's what this really means. So the Halo of Flies change doesn't actually affect the flies that you generate from Guppy or Mulligan. There's an enemy called the Halo of Flies. Those red flies that, like, fly around in a circle on early floors. And it means there can't be more than 10 of those. So I was getting, not bent out of shape, but I was like, man, that's kind of a lame change. Without realizing that, you know, it's a change that, if anything, is good, but is probably just completely inconsequential, because those enemies are, you know, very rarely going to have 10 instances of them at any given time anyway. But anyway, yeah, that, I hope my, well, I know it probably did, but I naively hope that that video didn't contribute too much to misinformation and myths and stuff around Rebirth right now. And if it did, I apologize. I do think, you know, my philosophy is still the same regarding the Krampus's head nerf, at least in the, like, 1.31 or 1.031 patch. I do think that it would be nicer if, instead of nerfing the usefulness of Krampus's head, you nerfed the frequency with which it showed up. If that happened, I think that a lot of people would be less bent out of shape. But I do think Krampus's head was in need of a nerf. This is probably not the nerf that I would have done for it, but hey. We'll test it out a little bit and see if it works. I haven't fought Krampus on this run, much to my surprise. Nobody's more surprised about that than me, I assure you. I would love to have Mom's Knife on this run. Or, I would love to have Lump of Coal on this run. Look at this guy. This is Northern Lion in a nutshell here. Has Mom's Knife. You know what we really use right now? Mom's Knife. Northern Lion bot has encountered a redundancy. Reboot commentary systems. Okie dokie. Thank you. Ooh, that 12th cent is the most important. That's what I've always heard. And I can't, there's not enough, like, diffusion of the shots to really get that, like, Brimstone Mom's Knife to hit enemies that are more than a couple of pixels away from you. Unfortunately, on a horizontal line. Come on, Judgment. Come on. 2 cubes of meat, right here. Alright, a key is good for when we inevitably forget to drop the chest and then, or drop the left hand and then get no golden chests. Really? That's a surprise to me. I thought you would have paid out. I thought you would have been nicer than that. Look, I'm about to say the most obvious sentence of all time. Well, this XL floor is pretty big, but this XL floor is pretty big. We've gone to so many dead ends, which is great because, you know, we got the guppy chance hanging over our head right now, but my lord, come play, my lord. No, my lord, if we could have a chance to perhaps get to the end, I would not necessarily say no to it. Let's continue to move on. I mean, the bombs, they're fine. I bet our bombs, you know, they don't have the Mom's Knife or Brimstone effect with them. Oh, and of course, there's the boss right there, right after I complain. But I bet they do a lot of damage. I bet they have, like, Mom's Knife, Brimstone type damage. Bloody Penny's fine, you know? It is what it is. Thanks again for the useful commentary. It is what it is. No kidding. That's pretty good. I'll take my halo, and I'll get out of your hair. Okay. Now, with Brimstone and Mom's Knife, these guys are not as annoying, theoretically. Well, there we go. We've taken damage already. I kind of did not expect that to happen. Like, ever on this run. At least we're not going to have to deal with any more waves. The waves are by far the most annoying part. Deal with the Devil contains nothing in it, so we'll head up to the Cathedral. Sadly, penniless as a result of that judgment taking advantage of us, but that's okay. Not a good start, but there we go. As long as I can just avoid Holy Mantle coming out, it almost seems like a good idea against these difficult enemies to just bump into them, honestly. You know, waste your Holy Mantle, but if it doesn't really matter, or doesn't really qualify as a waste if you kill all the enemies in the process. And remember when secret rooms sealed over after you went inside of them? Those were the days. The days that I hope never return. I mean, we are living in an era where we can't bomb our way via secret rooms into special rooms, but I'm told that that is a bug. Which is, let's put it this way, I believe them. Because if you thought the backlash over Krampus's head getting a nerf was huge, the backlash over making it impossible to get into special rooms via bombing is going to be enormous. It's something that has worked in Rebirth until, like, yesterday. That's alright, you know, this is going to be a bumpy road at times. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's fine. We killed, I think we've killed all the, well, all the wall masters now, for sure. Black market, not quite, that's okay. I've seen this myth, you know, second secret rooms tend to be around boss rooms. I don't necessarily find that that is true, at least not in the late game here. Come on, come on. You know, oh my Lanta. Seriously. I don't feel entitled to guppy items, but I do feel like we've opened a lot of red chests without them working out for us, you know? It's like you've asked us to pick a number between 1 and 10, and we've said like 1 through 8, and you're still like, nope. And you're starting to think, is this game trying to fuck me? Did he pick 11 or something like that? No, I probably just picked 9, man. Apparently, on, you know, picking a number between 1 and 10, something like 30% of the population, not a majority, but a disproportionate amount, have a tendency to say 7 almost every time. So if you're ever playing that, there's my life hack. If you're in 2nd grade and your social value entirely correlates to playing, you know, guess a number between 1 and 10, 7, dog. 7 is your secret weapon. But then, of course, you get the people that know that trick, and they exist, clearly, and then they outthink it. What's the number that's least like 7? Obviously, it's fucking 4. So they choose 4 more often. So it becomes like a rock, paper, scissors thing. You have to start playing the player in this guess number between 1 and 10. Are they a 7? Are they a 4? Or are they one of the other part of the population that exists, you know, somewhere in the middle, you know? It's a very wild time to be alive. I used to be a semi-competitive guess number between 1 and 10 player. I was getting pretty good, too, I gotta admit. I was, like, 11th in my country for my age group. Because it is heavily segregated by division there. Ansu's Vision Rune. Shows us where the boss room is. I mean, I probably should have taken this instead of Tears Down, but whatever. Not an enormous problem. Tinted Rock up there. I would like it if you would just come down here. And I'll stand where I want you to explode. Seemed conceivable there. Health up. Why not at this point? Permanent Polaroid invincibility doesn't seem like it's going to be making too much of a bonus here. I know the people out there, they're saying you're going to forget to drop left hand. You're going to forget to drop it. You know what? There's no reason to have it when we fight Isaac. Let's drop it right now. And can we just have a round of applause? This is like when your baby takes a shit and it's not in its pants. Like your first shit in the toilet. You know, people are only going to applaud you for doing things that you should fully understand once. So I'll take my applause here. You got to drop the left hand prior to the chest, and that'll help you out. Ooh, I'm going to make it. And Isaac's going to be dead. This is a very, very easy run here. It's going to be one of the shortest runs that's gone up recently, that's for sure. But that's okay, you know, a nice little laid-back Isaac run to get you in here. Oh, Curse of Darkness, are you crazy? Let's see what kind of bullshit we can get. Alright, it's like Best Bud, Sacrificial Dagger, 10 bombs. I think I'll take Fear Shot and I'll reroll the rest, not because they're bad, but just because I want cooler synergies right now. I'll take Magic Mushroom, which doesn't really give us a cool synergy, but I believe is widely regarded as the best all-stats up in the game. So, why not? Whoa, a little quick on the draw there, mister. And we'll try to get some more rerolls because the other items, again, you know, not that they're bad, they just don't appeal to me all that much. But we're going to be done with this pretty quickly. We already have, I think it's called Dark Boy? We already have Dark Boy, so we don't need to worry about... You know, if we do take damage, it's basically whatever. To use my completely erudite analysis here. Okay, easy. Easy again. Bomb down to find our second... it's our second secret room. I'm still hoping to get some good items, even though I know that the odds of that are, like, nearly impossible now. Sure, that'll save us one bomb. I don't think there's any point in taking a health upgrade now. We'll see how things look a little later. Secret room contains a key beggar. I can't imagine getting too many golden keys, or golden chests, so I would just love this guy to... Well, okay, that's triple shot, I'll take it. Seems like key beggars on the chest, if you have a lot of keys, are awesome, because every regular chest that they drop will contain an item. Red chests do not follow that rule, unfortunately. But they could. It's just they don't follow the rule. Okay, well, we'll hope to get a key. We'll take Lemon Party with us for now. I'm not going to blow him up yet, because again, he could generate a lot of items for us. Every single one of those golden chests is guaranteed to have an item in it now. Doesn't look like triple shot affects the Brimstone Mom's Knife synergy, but it does affect the knife, which is cool. Alright. We'll come back here, and we've almost got a reroll ready again. So far, the items here have been good, though. Dad's Key. Oh, okay. Well, we'll not reroll that, because I'd like to fight Mega Satan on this run, because we're already super powerful. We can beat Blue Baby and then go for Mega Satan. In fact, we could just beat Blue Baby right now. But we'll probably do our reroll on the room full of items first. Yeah, and we got another key, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that key beggars might be useless throughout the rest of the game, but on that, like, 1 in 50 chance you've got a lot of keys when you make it down to the chest. Could be pretty good, man. That's another item right there. You know what? I'll take it, because I'm not going to reroll Dad's Key, ever. I could deposit Dad's Key somewhere where I'm not going to reroll it, but we got Bitch in the Horns as well. Lemon Mishap. I'll take Eve's Mascara, which gives us, like, double damage, but a much slower shot speed, I think. We'll do some more investigation for now. So Eve's Mascara is going to make it pretty difficult for us to get a long-distance knife shot, especially along with triple shot. But the knives that do hit are going to do a staggering amount of damage, which is awesome. And we can charge up like a little knife wave in like a quarter of a second here. It's pretty amazing. Oh, and another item. Yeah, okay, Yum Heart's pretty bad. But it gives us a reroll pedestal. Oh no, Holy Mantle got used there. Very scary. Thank God we took that luck upgrade, getting a ton of keys. We'll give that to a key beggar. We might as well, you know, get everything at once here, you know? What am I trying to do? Who am I trying to impress here? Yeah, you got me. Almost even hit me there. 2 keys is great, because if he pays out with a golden chest, we can pop it open now. I think the Haunt's going to be relatively easy. I mean, relative to how he normally is. Again, Holy Mantle got hit. Oh well. Okay, get a couple more rooms sorted here. We're going to fight Blue Baby, and then we're going to fight Mega Satan. We're going to take damage against Mega Satan. I don't think we'll have to take damage against Blue Baby. Keys are out of control. And the Key Beggar, like, it seems like he so rarely actually gives up that he could just give us, like, 8 or 9 items, maybe. I mean, that's maybe optimistic, but we'll see. What do you got for me here? Okay, we'll open it, because it's guaranteed to have an item. It's Kamikaze, it's bad. That's guaranteed to have an item. That's an HP upgrade, it's not great. I like this room, because now we got a lot of reroll pedestals, but I can't get rid of Dad's Key. So, what I might try to do is deposit Dad's Key elsewhere. Like, for example, I'll take that out and, like, put it... Okay, so let's get Dad's key. And we'll take this out and we'll put it where, like, Lemon Mishap is. So it's safe. And then we'll bring Lemon Mishap back in here. And we'll replace the D6 with it. Replace it with the D6. And then we'll re-roll everything we got here. We get Pyro, which is pretty good. And missing page 2, which at least is passive. And Book of Secrets, which is worthless, but hey. Alright. And then we still have Dad's key active. I don't know if we're going to get any other rerolls, but this is, it's a unique and excellent situation that I'm a big fan of. You know what? I think at this point, let's just fight Blue Baby. And after we fight Blue Baby, we'll come out and fight Mega Satan. I don't think Blue Baby's going to put up too much of a fight, to be honest with you here. Blue Baby's already dead. We didn't get hit. We came pretty close, though. Now let's get Dad's key, fight Mega Satan, and this can officially go down as one of the most powerful runs that I've had ever, without any questions asked. Well, you know what? We might as well blow this guy up first. You never know what kind of bounty he might give us on death. Infamy is actually pretty good against Mega Satan. I guess all we really had to do is use Dad's key, and then we wouldn't have to protect it, but hey, whatever. Let's do it. I'm ready. I don't think Mega Satan's going to be very difficult, but if there was any boss in the game that was going to be difficult, it would probably be Mega Satan at this point, I guess. But, you know, being able to one-shot his body parts feels pretty nice. Longer we can make Mask of Infamy, or not Mask of Infamy, the longer we can make Holy Mantle last here, better our life's going to be. Hey, Pestilence, thanks for showing up right after I, you know, didn't want to see you. Oh, Mega Satan, you are, you're cruising for a bruising, mister. Oh no, it's Super Envy. Normally this guy would be a pain in the dick, but because he's not right now, I feel that I can be a little cocky. Yes, I'm taking some dumb damage. Time, you know, life goes on. I don't think there's an achievement for beating Mega Satan without taking damage. If there is, I apologize, because we probably had a pretty good chance of getting it here if I just, you know, played things a little closer. Maybe, you know, it's not an easy fight. Ever. But it's certainly easier than it has been here. They gave me the noise that indicates that this fight is over. Did we do so much damage to Mega Satan that we just broke him or something? There's still some mini-bosses here, dog. You left some mini-bosses alive down here that I'm a little nervous about, unless you just despawn them at the same time. Like, he's already given up. The music is already playing these lilting piano tones. Alright, he's done. Health up, baby. We got it. I believe that's the end. Well, that was an easy one. Let's check out our total stats here. 327. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, that was a good stretch. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.